Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I'll be reviewing the Su-22M4 WTD61, though throughout the video I'll be calling it several things, including the fitter, the M4 WTD, and so forth. This is a currently 11.3 BR in Air RB and 11.0 BR in Ground RB, Rank 7 Premium Strike aircraft in the German Air Force's tech tree. The pack that it comes in currently costs $69.99 USD when not on sale, and comes with 20 days of premium time and 2,500 Golden Eagles. With that said, in this video I'll be going over everything that you need to know about this fitter variant, including its stats, how it plays. I'll go over its strengths and weaknesses, I'll give some scores in several key areas, and then I'll give my final recommendation on if I feel that this vehicle is worth purchasing or not. With that said, if you like this kind of video, please consider subscribing, but without further ado, let's get into the review. Now to start, I'll place the stat card here on the side of the screen. Important things to note are its countermeasures, its weaponry, and its performance. Now for how it plays. For Air RB, the Su-22M4 WTD61 is pretty basic. While it has fairly good speed and acceleration, it's also very heavy and isn't very maneuverable. It has two powerful 30mm cannons and can carry up to 6 R60MK all-aspect missiles, but said missiles are both easily flared away and are short range. Additionally, you only get 160 rounds in total for your onboard 30mm cannons. If you're noticing a trend here, it's that this vehicle has a lot of give and take. As such, while it's fairly fast and not very maneuverable, it also features a decent amount of missiles at this BR, as well as an excellent 268 countermeasures. I would fly the M4 WTD as a support and backline aircraft. Unfortunately, it isn't quite maneuverable enough, nor does it have advanced enough missiles to be able to fly into a fight at the front, but it can easily pick off several enemies with its still somewhat capable R60MKs. This is easily accomplished by attacking distracted enemies. Otherwise, outside of its plentiful countermeasures, the fitter doesn't have much capability insofar as defensive flying is concerned. Still, by acting as a support aircraft, especially going after ground and air bots / NPCs when the opportunity arises, I find myself easily getting a few kills against enemy players per match, and even a few additional bots as well. This makes the M4 WTD into a pretty good grinder. For base bombing, you can also have good success, largely due to the ordnance carrying capacity of this aircraft, as well as its straight line speed. Personally, I would advise to take 4 500kg incendiary bombs and use 2 on each base. That way you can destroy 2 bases per loadout. I would really only do this after the match is largely over, as it's likely that you'll die by trying to bomb a base at the beginning of a match when the entire enemy team is full of players that will be near their various bases. Now for close air support, this vehicle is even better. Being able to carry almost any type of weapon outside of laser guided and GNSS guided bombs, the M4 WTD has many ways to be able to kill the enemy. It can carry 100 to 500kg bombs, laser guided missiles, TV guided missiles, 23mm cannon pods, and unguided rockets, all of which are quite good outside of arguably the S5K rockets. These stinkers aside, this aircraft has quite literally tons of ways to kill the enemy, all while also giving you the ability to carry at least 2 R60MK missiles per anti-air duties, which is an awesome bonus. Personally, I prefer the KH-29T AGMs as they have enough explosive yield, excellent speed, and result in a kill pretty much every time that you use them. Heck, even going into the match with an unguided weapon, be they bombs or rockets, is also extremely easy due to its ballistic computers, and are another valid though more dangerous way to kill the enemy. In all though, this vehicle can be played in pretty much any way that you want in ground battles due to its immense versatility via its vast loadout options. Now with that said, let's get into its strengths and weaknesses, and first for its strengths. The M4 WTD has an excellent assortment of anti-ground weapons, featuring dumb bombs of up to 500kg, laser guided missiles, TV guided missiles, 23mm cannon pods, and unguided rockets. Second, while they aren't amazing, you can carry up to 6 R60MK all-aspect missiles. Third, this vehicle features a pretty damn decent radar warning receiver. Fourth, despite its size and weight, the speed and acceleration on this vehicle are both fairly good. For its fifth strength, this vehicle carries 268 countermeasures, with 12 of those being the more effective large countermeasures countermeasures. 6th, this vehicle has variable sweep wings which give a maneuverability advantage when they are extended and a speed advantage when they are fully swept. Beyond this, it features very powerful 30mm cannons that are installed in the plane. For its 8th strength, though it's pretty much guaranteed at this BR, it still features ballistic computers for both bombs and rockets. And finally, it features premium RP and SL bonuses. Now for its weaknesses. For a radar, you only see a gun sight radar, which is practically useless in most instances. Second, it's fairly large, heavy, and is not very maneuverable. For its 3rd weakness, the M4 WTD61 lacks medium and long-range air-to-air missile options. 4th, while the 30mm cannons are powerful, they only have 160 rounds in total between them. And finally, the laser targeting pod on this vehicle is not very good. Now with that said, let's get into how I score this vehicle. And first, for dogfighting in the ARB, I give it a 5.25 out of 10. While it isn't very good in ARB as it lacks radar, radar-guided missiles, it's fairly heavy and non-maneuverable, and doesn't have the greatest short-range missiles in game, the M4 is still pretty decent. It has the versatility for players to play how they want. If you like cannons, you can equip up to 4 additional 23mm cannons. If you like missiles, you can have up to 6 R60MKs, which are decent enough to still score several kills in a match. On top of this, you have the variable sweep wings that help tremendously with maximizing either speed or maneuverability. Unlike the similar BR Tornado WTD61, of which can only carry 2 AIM-9Ls, having up to 3 times as many R60MKs is a huge benefit, as quantity has a quality all its own. So no, this vehicle isn't fantastic for air battles, but you'd be surprised at how good it can be, as you can largely play it in a way that fits your strengths best. I kinda want to give it a slightly higher score, but the problem with that is that it faces aircraft that are much better at being fighters than the M4 WTD, of which will be a bit heavier, slower, and carries fewer anti-air options than said other fighters. This is a heavy strike aircraft after all, so of course it's not going to be fantastic in ARB, but still, it's around average, maybe slightly above average, if that. Now for close air support, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Ground strike is clearly what this vehicle was made to do. It has excellent KH-29T and L missiles, as well as the smaller KH-25Ls and even S-25L guided missiles. On top of this, it can carry S-5, S-8, S-13, and S-24B unguided rockets, as well as a host of bombs weighing between 100 and 500 kilograms, with parachute options on the 250 and 500 kilogram bombs as well. While it definitely is not the most technically sophisticated in terms of weaponry, as it lacks GNSS guided bombs as well as laser guided bombs, it is still more than capable of doing substantial damage to the enemy. In my opinion, though they have shorter ranges than Mavericks, the KH-29 missiles are incredibly deadly, as I get one-shot kills with essentially all of them that I fire. Mix in a great amount of countermeasures and capable cannons, and you have a great CAS vehicle, albeit again a slightly unsophisticated one. Now overall, I give it a 6 out of 10. I'm actually quite surprised by how much I like this aircraft. Again, it's not going to be amazing in air battles, but I don't really feel like it's a chore to fly the fitter WTD. It has enough of an armament and enough countermeasures that you can give people a decent fight, no matter the situation. Of course, you're not going to be able to mix it up with F5s, for example, or MiG-21s, but still, again, playing in that support or backline role, you can do quite well. For close air support, it's even better, with a surprisingly good and varied loadout that can fit the playstyles of almost anyone. While it isn't a master of a single thing, the Su-22M4 WTD61 is pretty good in a lot of things, and it works to its benefit. Now with that said, do I recommend the Su-22M4 WTD61 for purchase? Yes, I do, actually, so long as you can stomach its $69.99 price tag. While not perfect, largely due to it being a lumbering aircraft that relies on fairly short-range weaponry, this Su-22 variant is very good. It has extremely powerful anti-ground ordnance that can suit any player's needs, and has plenty of decent enough R60MK all-aspect missiles for air, with additional gun pods being great for both air and ground. More so if you need a great CAS aircraft, the M4 WTD is a great choice to pick up for the German Air Force's tech tree, and I give it my full recommendation, though of course I do recommend that you wait for a sale in order to purchase it, as it's just a little bit too expensive for my taste without being on sale. Compared to the similar BR Tornado WTD61, the Su-22M4 WTD61 is better in essentially every single way, outside of speed-related performance attributes, and it's a lot more fun to play. So because Because of that, again, I give the Su-22M4 WTD61 my full recommendation, especially for people that need a very good or even great CAS plane. And I also give it my Tankenstein seal of approval. This is a very good aircraft that, while a bit flawed in some ways, is still more than enough to make most people very happy. Now with that said, thank you all so much for watching. If you don't mind, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel, as they both help me out tremendously. Additionally, let me know what you guys think about this aircraft and of the review itself in the comments below. Either way, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.